What's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the High Moving Podcast. Joy Taylor, she's been on a run lately, and you know what? I like when women really come out, especially like a Joy Taylor, talk about dating, relationships, right? You know, because it really just validates what men already know and what men currently go through and have gone through before, right? So here we go, where she chimes in on the old age debate of splitting the bill, right? So she decides to share a story of her friend. You know, listen, I probably think it was her in the situation, but she says it was her friend that went through a split the bill situation. So let's hear what she had to say.
The splitting the bill conversation. Do we pay for the men? When do we pay for the men? A friend of mine was on her dating journey and she went out with a man twice. He paid for everything, wined and dined. On the third date, they spent a day together, ordered a bunch of things, had some drinks, had a good time. Let's call it a couple $100. She had to put her card down for this particular place. So when they went to pay, he was like, oh, you know, your card is down. And now she didn't speak up and ended up paying for the bill. They had plans for another date. He texted her the next day and was like, I don't really see a long-term future with you. I don't really want to waste either of our times. I think you're great, but I don't want to keep our date for next week that we had plans, which I think is very respectable. Most people just ghost. So she's talking to me about it and she's like, but he did stick me with the bill. I was like, what are you talking about, stuck you with the bill? How did you leave paying? I was like, just text him and say, oh, okay, well, cool. Thank you for saying that. Had a great time too. But like, here's your split for Saturday. There's no possible way he thinks that she's just paying for his presence. He got upset, did not send her the split, and in fact went and sent her the receipts for the last 2 dates.
Yes. What is the problem with, see, like, everybody, men, we are aware, we know this, you know, feminism and boss babe, independent women, all these things, right? So now when it comes to splitting the bill, you know, we are now responsible for the entire experience of courting a girl, taking a girl out to dinner multiple times, with no guarantees that she's going to be reciprocative or, you know, wants to actually genuinely hang out with you. You know, a lot of times I've been guilty of this. You know, me personally, I don't date anymore. Well, at least for now in the States, I'm just not into just the Western woman mindset and all that. So because of Exhibit A, right? Or we have multiple Exhibit A's in these situations, right? You know, so you spend time going on dates just to get ghosted. Or how many times have y'all been on a date or go on dates, and then when it's time to go for like meet up, like the second or third time, after you most likely paid for the first couple of days, where the woman says, you know, she'll either ghost you, not respond, or give you a response how this man did to the woman after 2 dates, right? You know, men, we just take it on the chin. We're like, okay, cool. If we even get a response, oh, I'm not really feeling this anymore, or, you know, I don't think we'll be compatible, or I'm not really in a, I'm not really in a position to date as I thought I would, or whatever. I have a lot going on. I'm just really busy with work. All these masks just to show that, to say that, you know, you're just not interested. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, fine, we get it. We're not going to pry. It is what it is. We take the L, we move on, right? You know, you tell your homies, whatever. No man ever in the history of mankind has ever told another man, well, you need to go back and ask, send receipts, or, you know, here's your half of what I spent on the previous couple of days. What? So in this case, the man does the Uno reverse card to her, because men, we understand, but for a woman, this is a form of rejection, right? So, and she's mad that she had to pay, right? This is classic modern women behavior, you know. And Joy Taylor, you know, she's in the comments going through these, you know, all the people who respond on this story did a good job. You know, fellas, we could, it's supposed to be be all inclusive resorts. Y'all didn't get the email right. They both invested time and money, but she wants her money back. She's salty because of the rejection. Exactly. You know, and she's like, and Joy is saying, I have to apologize to the girl. I was unaware the men were out here acting like this. I know you tried to tell us, but I thought it was, and no, it is not, and this is real life. Okay. I know social media exaggerates things, but a lot of men go through stuff like this, right? So no, you know, and also for Joy, if telling her friend to, you know, if the third date was planned and she put her card down, okay, then you should expect to pay. Why should, if you put your card down, I'm assuming if you booked it with your card, I'm like, okay, maybe she's willing to step up and pay for the third date, right? I mean, I thought this was, you know, women want to be equal and everything. You know, we don't want men. We don't want to pay for everything because we don't want to have the assumption that we assume is gonna go our way, right? We shouldn't expect anything from a woman if we pay for the date, right? So it's nice that she pays to show that, okay, cool, we're almost even though this man had, you know, two against one, 2 dates plus the one that her card's on. But it was a problem when he felt that, you know, this wasn't gonna go anywhere. So now I gotta recoup back my time, therefore my money, because, you know, I got rejected. Nah, it doesn't work that way. You know, men have been dealing with this for a long time. So when men are starting to wake up and do it, big problem. And she gives bad advice to tell her friend to ask. Like, women give each other bad advice all the time. Like, what kind of advice is that? That is very petty. But I'm not surprised though, because that's just how modern women think nowadays. It's all about the get back. How much can you extract in the situation, right? So nah, I mean, it was stupid to ask for to say, well, here's your split of what you owe me for the last day. And it was funny, very smart on the guy's part to come back and be like, well, here's the receipts for the first 2 dates. Exactly, right? It seems childish, but if you want to play stupid games, then you're gonna get stupid prizes though. You know what I'm saying? So crazy. Y'all fellas, let me know. The man, I think, gets a crown. Good, you did right. You know, stupid to ask for, you know, for the woman to ask for a split because it didn't go your way. You know, handle rejection like everybody else, man. So do not listen to Joy Taylor, man. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Leave me your thoughts. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.